What's good? My name is Oleg Nikitin and you're watching No Limits On, the channel about the privilege of being a freelancer, tips and pieces of advice about motivation, personal growth, some tech aspects and many more. Welcome to the channel. So a few weeks ago I have decided to make my own challenge, which is 10 minutes talking challenge. So right now I'm gonna set my timer to 10 minutes. Here we go. And I'm going to talk to you about any topic that comes to my mind and about anything that is, that worries me most. I'm a native Russian-speaking person. I'm Russian and I've graduated the Faculty of International Relations in my university, the Ural State University. That is why my English is probably not perfect and pronunciation is true Russian. Maybe sometimes, it's very good and very strong, but I'm trying my best to kind of be on the same level as you guys who are watching me in English. So the main goal of this challenge is to stand in front of the camera and talk to a camera for 10 minutes about anything that worries you most. And I guess for me, this is the strategy of my channel at first. So every Monday, I put on some, episodes about the motivation and some personal growth. And during Thursdays, I put out some tech videos about gear, cameras, and all that stuff. And I really enjoy making some gear reviews and all this, all these things. So maybe the thing is that I'm trying to be more of a techie reviewer, but the thing is that those episodes on Mondays about motivation and personal growth are very important for me to deliver this information to you guys, because sometimes we concentrate on very, minor and small things such as tech, and we forget about many very important aspects, such as, talking to a client, such as planning, such as financial aspects of our life, such as, many things, such as talking properly, such as, all the things I put out during Mondays, during No Limits On main playlist. And that is why I'm trying to keep on doing those episodes on Mondays and try to focus more on tech reviews and tech videos, but still I'm going to put out some interesting videos during Mondays. One more important aspect is that it's very important to me actually that my family and my wife and my kids and my kid actually and my parents especially, they support what I'm doing. Because for some people, if you say that I'm a vlogger or blogger or YouTuber, they say, oh come on, that's childish, and you gotta be working somewhere, I don't know, in a factory, and you gotta be a real man, you gotta be struggling, coming after work, like laying down and just sleeping and earning, I don't know, $1,500 a month, maybe even less, maybe, I don't know, $800 a month. But that's not my case and not my way. I'm trying to do my best to bring to people some important information that is inside of me that I've learned through years. It's actually been more than 8 years in videography and more than 10 years in public speaking, so I have something to tell you guys about. And I know people that are not supported by their parents or even by their family, and they are really struggling. They're having some very tough times because they are not their self-esteem is getting lower and lower because the closest people to them are not believing in them and are not supporting them. And I guess that's the point of Soviet period, at least here in Russia, because we had something like if you're a man or even a woman, you have to work somewhere, like you have to be a teacher, a doctor, I don't know, you gotta go to space like Gagarin, or something like working on a factory, making tanks and all that stuff. That was prestigious and important to people. But nowadays it's changing, but not the mentality. The mentality most of the time stays the same, especially for our parents. They're still thinking, most of them, they're still thinking that vlogging, blogging, YouTubing, photography, videography, design, it's it's not the proper profession, not the proper job, and we're trying our best to make them understand that the time has changed and that we are changing along with the time, and that we're actually able to earn more and to be more to bring to people more crucial things, more important information than just making some, I don't know, some simple operations on a factory, like, I don't know, screw on some details to another detail, you know. That's not the easiest thing to make our parents understand this approach. And for me, it was very important that my mother, actually I'm saying a lot of very important because this is ex-prompt thing, that my mother was giving me credit that I'm trying my best in videography. So about 8-9 years ago, I started my professional videography, but before I was shooting on some simple point and shoot cameras, or even my phone, which was Sony Ericsson, a very old smartphone, but I remember this smartphone in James Bond movie, so it was pretty tough and cool. But still, I was, kind of playing around with this, and I was not serious about it. But then when I've graduated the Faculty of International Relations, my mother thought that I would be, an entrepreneur, or, work somewhere in a different country, in an embassy or something. But I've decided to become a videographer. And it really inspired me most. And after I started getting some money for my work, it became even more important to me, because I saw that people around me, they support me and they like what I'm doing, and they like my style, they like my approach. And this support from parents, this support from surrounding people, even from clients, it gave me a lot of freedom, of creative freedom, and it gave me a lot of points to my self-esteem. It became higher, bigger, if you wish, and I really understood that there are some things that are inspiring me, but also inspiring people, and that I get money for my work. So I combine both the pleasure and the earnings, and it just works, simply works. And I really wish to you guys that you can probably find something that really inspires you and find a way to monetize this thing. And afterwards, you'll be one of the happiest whatever, in terms of grammar, whatever it is in terms of grammar, but you understand my thoughts, that you'll be as happy as you are and as you want to be. So my piece of advice is to just stop for a second and think over what do I love? Who do I love? Who do I work with? Do I love those people? I mean, in a good way. Do I like those people in a good way? Or maybe should I change my work, my city, my place? I've changed my place of living because of a person I love a lot, and because of my girlfriend. And it also inspired me to be a bigger person in a different city, in the biggest city in Russia, in Moscow, and to get out from a very warm and very comfortable place, which was my native city, Ekaterinburg. I had a lot of clients that are trying to, every month to ask me to shoot something, and I had no issues with ads and all that stuff. So I simply was sitting on my butt and waiting for the clients to text me, and I was simply getting my job done and getting paid. But right here, I need to kind of conquer the market once again. But I did it because I love this woman, and because it drives me, it makes me go further. It makes me go out of my boundaries, to think outside of the box, and to actually become a better person. So right now we're checking the timer. I guess it's 46 seconds. So guys, this was my 10 minutes talking challenge. It wasn't easy, especially in a different language, not my native language. But I guess you've learned some stuff and you've gained something important and interesting for you. And this was Oleg Nikitin and No Limit Son. So stick to the channel. Take care, guys. I really appreciate what you're doing in terms of likes and views, and I hope one day this channel will be a much better and bigger place in YouTube, and we'll keep in touch. So bye. What was it? 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 second. Here it is. Bye guys, thank you.